Hey guys, it's Douglas here from Douglas Vlogs. I took last week off from Operation Storm as I got back from vacation, and now I am proud to present to you Thoughts from Places, California. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you tomorrow at douglasvlogs.blogspot.com. And so my journey began on the evening of June 26, 2013, as I hopped into an SUV headed for Minnesota. On the way there, I had my first bite of Taco John's, which tastes a lot like a better quality Taco Bell. We stayed overnight at La Quinta Inn in Bloomington, Minnesota, and we headed out on a shuttle pretty early in the morning to Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport on the morning of Thursday. The first flight left at 9 a.m. and it took us to Denver, and on the way there, I had the privilege of sitting in the worst seat on the plane. But at least row 17 gave me the opportunity to talk with the flight attendant, and she had some interesting stories about her journeys on the airplane. We deplaned in the middle of the high desert at Denver International, and we found our gate pretty quickly for the next flight, which left in an hour, and it was a very crowded airport as construction is currently going on there. Another 2-hour flight later, and we landed in Burbank, California, which is just north of Los Angeles. The 9 of us hopped on a super shuttle out of Bob Hope Airport, and we rode it an hour through the LA Metro on Interstate 5 to Anaheim, California. It was there that I saw my first taste of Los Angeles traffic. It's pretty scary. We checked into our hotel once we got there, which was the Marriott Anaheim, right next to the convention center. We had our Wisconsin State meeting, and then it was off to opening ceremonies. I'll let this clip speak for itself on just how overwhelming it was. And yes, we did also get to see the evolution of Dance Guy because he was the keynote speaker. My family woke up pretty early on Friday because we headed to Disneyland. I'm not sure if it's the most magical place on earth, but it sure is a moneymaker for Disney. We were in and out of the park all day because I had my testing event around noon, and so then we were going back. We went back 2 times after the morning, and we got to go on a couple rides. We did a roller coaster, the one in Tomorrowland with the rockets, monorail, which was pretty fun, and then we also got to see the fireworks at around 9:30. My family got up even earlier on Saturday because we were headed on it was supposed to be a 4-hour tour of Los Angeles, but they don't count traffic. We took out a little tour bus and there's probably about 10 other people on the bus, and a super funny but also aggressive driver, Mike. As you can tell by these pictures, we saw the Staples Center, Los Angeles Convention Center, Disney Concert Hall, all of the main attractions in downtown Los Angeles. We headed up into the Hollywood Hills to see this overlook of the city of Los Angeles and Hollywood, and then we headed to downtown Hollywood. And yes, the Hollywood sign does look a little off. The sidewalks in Hollywood have, of course, the stars on them with the different people's names. We also saw some handprints of famous musicians in front of a music store. And then we stopped up in the Beverly Hills and Rodeo Drive, which is known for its very fancy stores and cars, houses, you know, that kind of stuff. Those people are rich. On Sunday, I went out with Tate and we found a quick geocache. And then for lunch, we ate with my second cousin and his family, and he lives in Georgia, and he also qualified for his event in FBLA. Soon after that, my family took a taxi out to Huntington Beach on the Pacific Ocean. This was my first time seeing the ocean. It's a lot of water, and those waves have a lot of power. We built a sandcastle, we did some wave surfing, but we didn't have that much time because we headed back to Anaheim within a couple hours for closing ceremonies. Wisconsin had a much closer seating arrangement for closing, and so I'm just gonna show this video of getting into the convention center.
Alright, let's go this way. Turn the flash off, otherwise you illuminate everything. Yep. Alright, well, we're gonna be up here somewhere. It was like the second or third section I'd say. Oh, sorry. We need to find those cows. There they are. Alright, well, this looks like our section. Here we go! Alright. It's really loud up here.
Even though no one that went out there from my school won an award, hey, it was nationals, and I was very privileged to get there as a freshman. Monday morning, we woke up early, like 5 a.m. early, caught the shuttle back to Burbank, and proceeded to sit there for almost 3 hours. We were going to San Francisco International from Burbank, and then catching a flight that went all the way back to Minneapolis. We made it back to Minneapolis around 6 p.m. local time, got on the shuttle back to the hotel where our car was parked, and within 2.5 hours, I was laying in my bed, and that was great. And I'm glad to be home back in Wisconsin because I know this is a great place to be. California, it was great to visit, but I don't think I would want to live there just because, one, the weather is really boring, and two, everything is super expensive. So that was the quickest I can make my travel vlog. If you have any questions, you can always ask them, and I'll see you guys, like I said, tomorrow over at Douglas Blogs. Bye.